first white van adventure started at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. When Cam said, "Hey, let's go to Walmart." Without hesitation, Garrett, Cam, and I, we set off to the store. On the way, we saw a metal bathtub, so we decided, hey, let's pick it up with the intentions of recycling it, because Elko Recycling was on the way. Didn't quite fit, so we had to leave the trunk open. As we headed to Elko, Garrett saw someone who we knew, so he said, "Hey, Cam, open up the trunk and say hi." So Cam laid down in the bathtub, popped open the trunk, gave her a wave. She just made a face like, what just happened? You know, just absolutely confused. After that, we dropped the bathtub off at Elko, and with the $3 we made from recycling it, we bought sugar cookies from Walmart. Then, Cam said there was a hockey game later at night, like 8 o'clock. So we decided, hey, let's go for it. So we picked up a few friends on the way and headed off. Funfield won the game, and so to celebrate, we decided, let's go to McDonald's and get McFlurries, specifically Oreo. It was the best. By the time we got home, 5 hours had passed, but it didn't really matter. I didn't really notice it because we had so much fun. That was just the first of many adventures. There has been some kind of adventure every week, just for the past 2 years. On later adventures, I lost my sliding door twice, I got blinded by fireworks, I lost my bumper, I broke the gas line, I broke the rear axle, and smashed in a headlight. But it's all been worth it, because in the end, it was all glad. My name is Spencer Abbott, and I believe in the white van experience. I know when I say white van experience, your first thought is windowless creep van, but it's not that, even though I have given out free candy once or twice. The car I have, happens to be a 1994 Dodge Grand Caravan. It's white. In this speech, I'm going to talk about how the white van has shown me that you can turn your worst quality into a strength, the community the van has created, and finally, how the van has influenced my life. My mom got the van for me from a neighbor when she was walking down the street. And the neighbor was venting about how her husband had way too many cars. He just bought a truck and, just too many. Of course, she was joking, but my mom said, hey, if you plan on getting rid of the car, you can take it. The neighbors eventually, they did decide, hey, let's get rid of the old Dodge Caravan sitting at the end of the driveway. When Mom showed me, my first thought was, that is the ugliest van I have ever seen. Not that I had just gotten a car, which is, where my thought should have been. But my mom, she insisted that if I make a joke out of how ugly it is, then it won't matter. To this day, the fact that the van is rusty and beat up is what gives it its character. After that, I decided to apply this to all of my own faults. I've always been a man of few words, but when I do speak up, it's usually a pretty good idea. The van has taught me to look at this in a more positive light. So I joke that I get one good idea a week, because I think out all my ideas before I speak them. When I first came to that conclusion, it was at a track meet in New York City. We bought a box of mac and cheese, assuming that we had a stove, but we didn't buy milk or butter to make it. So I had the plan to take the milk and the butter from the breakfast and use them to make the mac and cheese. Of course, it didn't work out because the room had no stove, the milk wasn't in cartons, and there was no butter. But it's a thought that counts. And that was my one good idea that week. By applying a comedic attitude to all bad qualities, they can become strengths. The van and the people who ride in it have become a community through the adventures. In a community, you can ask your neighbor for a cup of sugar. In the van community, you can ask for a hand or a tool. When I need help with the van, they're always there to help. Same goes for everyone else in the community when they need help with their cars. I'm there to help give ideas, time, and a hard hand. Another way it's like a community is that everyone knows the latest news on the van, even if they weren't on the latest adventure. Stories from the adventures travel like gossip through a middle school. It's always funny when I go over to friends' houses and their parents, before they even say, "Hi, how you doing?" they just ask me, "How's the van?" They know exactly what happened in the last adventure, even if I don't want to tell them. The white van, it started out with 3 kids in a van, but it expanded to something much larger. The van has influenced my life positively over the past 2 years. Not only in the freedom of having a car, but also with all the adventures. Each adventure, each journey, put me in a good mood, even if something got broken, because I knew in the end, it would be glad. Whenever I tell people about the van, they always say, it's fine as long as it gets you from point A to point B. But the van's not about point A and point B. It's about the shenanigans that happen in between point A and B. It's how many people you can fit into it, which is 13. It's about all the late night McDonald's. White van community is so much fun in the white van. It's probably the best thing that's happened to me in my entire life. The van has taught me to turn negative things around into jokes. It has also created a community of people that I can not only just hang out with, but I can rely on. And overall, it's the best thing to happen to me. Whether it's just driving around or actually going somewhere, it's all glad. My name is Spencer Abbott, and I believe in the white van experience.